Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. And today, we're watching Porky do what he does best, run from his own words. All of the sudden, he doesn't want to be Lucy's handler anymore. DJ Academics saw my video and asked Porky about it. And Porky, in true CS2 back fashion, tried to wiggle out. He told Academics that he was not Lucy's handler. If Academics watched the video, then Academics heard Porky say that he was Lucy's handler. Not only did he hear Porky make that statement, but he also heard Lucy make that statement. This is Porky's pattern. Caught in a lie, deny the lie, rewrite the lie, play the victim. And now he's taking it even further, saying Lucy infiltrated him to drag him into crimes that Lucy was committing. He went from "I'm his handler" to "he tricked me." It's ridiculous. But we have to be repetitive, because if we don't keep pressing play on the truth, the lie becomes the new reality.
He started to come with the "fuck the WACK" campaign. He ran content. He don't know who he think is his people ain't his people.
WACK, do you think he's working with the FBI, the ATF, or the
that's
DEA?
a fact. I'm telling you this straight up.
Which one?
That nigga's working
FBI,
with the police.
ATF, DEA, or maybe it's Homeland Security?
He's working with the police. Tell that nigga this. I bet this, because my drive is coming. And when it get here, it's over with. That got a handler. Molly Mall told me. WACK, when it was around me and I was fighting my Fed case, he FaceTime a Fed and said, "Molly, this is a dude I fuck with the Feds. Give him something."
Wait, who you think is his handler? Who's his handler?
Well, I mean, I can't tell you who the fuck his handler is. I just know he got a federal handler. Well, I mean, I can't tell you who the fuck his handler is. I just know he got a federal handler.
I was watching some. I don't even know. You ever hear this page, Scandalous, but whatever. They were trying to say you his handler.
Yes, I said Porky was his handler. And I said it because Porky himself said it. Luce said it too. This isn't speculation. This isn't gossip. They both confirmed it, with their own words. And I know many of you have already seen the clips, but we're going to play them again, because we've got new subscribers tuning in every day who might not know the full story. Academics, you've got to start holding CS2 back accountable. Stop giving him a pass. Tell him to own what he said, because he did say it. But I already know what the response will be. "Oh, we're just playing around online. It's just entertainment."
They were trying to say you his handler.
Come on, that don't even make sense. Fuck me talking. Come on, Ad. Come on, man. Talk to me right, bro. I'm his handler. Fuck out of here. Chuck, we all have a handler, bro.
Stop it, WACK.
You do? I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw me.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck. We all got handlers, Chuck. Chuck, we all have a handler, bro.
Stop it, WACK.
You do? I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw me.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck.
I didn't know that was a handler.
6 months ago, my handler, you ain't noticed, I done bagged up off the app about 50%.
Yeah.
Because my handler said, "WACK, contract's about to close, time to start shutting that down." My handler told me that.
Who your handler, R&B,
See,
bro?
a handler ain't gotta be.
Hey, that's the real Bimmy, or that's somebody trolling?
What?
That's Bimmy. I already sent him an invite.
Oh,
Listen.
Bimmy, yeah, Bimmy. I told Bimmy to pull up.
Listen, a handler don't gotta be like, you know,
Yo, Bimmy, you gotta accept the invite.
you know, like Luce. Man, if I wasn't in this crazy ear, this would have been on some other.
Man, I do be on the other, you just be stopping me. Man, I do be on the other, you just be stopping me. Man, I do be on the other, you just be stopping me.
Yeah, the handler's a motherfucker that you are listening to because you respect them and you know they got your best interest at heart. Lior has Kevin's best interest at heart, right? I got Luce's best interest at heart. I got Luce's best interest at heart. I got Luce's best interest at heart. Hey, bro, I'm his handler. Fuck out of here.
Yo, there is some conspiracy page, like they talk with a fake voice, and I was listening to it, I'm like,
I don't do conspiracies, bro. I don't do the aliens.
So you just heard it for yourself. WACK trying to rewrite history once again. Now he's claiming he wasn't Lucy's handler. And according to him, DJ Academics is crazy for even asking that question. Porky is Lucy's handler, and everybody knows that. It's not a theory. Both of them admitted it. They've said it on record multiple times. And if you still had doubts, just look at what happened last year. Lucy didn't even show up to his own hood day because his handler, CS2 Back, told him not to go.
Wack, give everybody your observation. Because Wack called it earlier, hours before that. Wack, tell everybody what you told me.
The new wiretap is IG Live. If you're a cooperant and you're working with them, that person's phone can be utilized as a way for probable cause because he's documented. No different than a nigga on the wiretap and they listening outside, they listening, they come in, right? So I told Luce, I say, Luce, dude gonna fuck around and be somewhere. Y'all know the rules. Nigga ain't supposed to go live in these situations because your enemy's trying to find where y'all at because it's easy. It's a crowd of niggas. All you gotta do is get out. You're gonna hit some police trying to find out all that. If the nigga get over there, he gonna fake like he don't know no better. And he gonna turn that phone on and the spot gonna get hot. Stay your ass in the house. Stay your ass in the house. Stay your ass in the house.
This right here proves Porky knew Lucy wasn't really from 60s. I mean, think about it. Imagine telling a real Rollins 60s member he can't go to his own hood day. That alone tells you everything you need to know. But that's not even the craziest part. The real point is how hard Porky was protecting him back then. This is the same CS2 Back who went out of his way to appear on Demon Times podcast, just to explain why Lucy didn't show up to his hood day. Porky already knew Lucy wasn't from 60s, and he was trying to control the damage. Now fast forward to today, Porky is now saying that Lucy has had a federal handler all along. Back then, Porky was doing everything he could to defend him, but today, he's acting like Lucy was an undercover liability the whole time. But we all know that Porky knew. He was protecting someone that he already knew had federal ties. What Porky did not know, however, Porky is now saying that Lucy has had a federal handler all along. Back then, Porky was doing everything he could to defend him. But today, he's acting like Lucy was an undercover liability the whole time. But we all know that Porky knew he was protecting someone that had federal ties. What Porky did not know, however, is that the guy he's been protecting would actually be working to get him locked up. But this ain't new. If you've been paying attention, this is how these guys move. They've had informants in their circle for years, just like G-Face, 6ix9ine, and so many others. So ask yourself, why does Porky keep conveniently aligning himself with federal informants? And how does that keep happening?
You got a kid on the way, stay in the house. I told him that. I told him that. I told him that.
Told me that. And what did I tell you? I said, me and the homies we having hood day at my house, so we just programming, right?
I said, Luce, unless you want to roll the dice on being a bitch-ass nigga the way I was my son's first 5.5 years of his life, because I was in the penitentiary, stay your ass in the house, man. Stay your ass in the house, man. Stay your ass in the house, man. Because I'm telling you, all these niggas is caught up on who the niggas exposing the nigga and not really paying attention to what's being exposed. So they letting him in. It's a wolf in the hen house.
And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay in the house. But then Wack called me this morning. He was like, yeah, I know your hard headed ass didn't stay in the house. And I was telling him what happened. I'm like, then they just hit the homies. You get what I'm saying? We was outside when this happened. Wack gets the video and everything like that, and it's just crazy because it's like nobody does this shit. Nobody in life goes live on Hood Day.
That's not leadership. That's control. And that's exactly what a handler does. These are the games they play. Gaslight the audience, discredit the source, and pretend the truth was never said out loud. But you heard it. I didn't make it up. They said it. On tape, on Clubhouse, in public. Now let's fast forward to what WACK says on Vlad TV. Now he's claiming Luce, the same guy he co-signed, endorsed, and backed up, lie after lie, was actually planted around him. Planted, just to drag him into the crimes that he was committing. So, let's get this straight. First, he was the co-signer. Then, he was the handler. Now, he's the victim of a setup. You see how the story keeps changing? That's what happens when you're trying to outrun the truth.
What's going on with you and Luce Cannon right now? I've heard some interesting stories.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of these guys, man, that they come into this game and playing the game. And I'm one of those guys that been around. I've been around for a minute. And people that know me, it's funny because even he said it before. He said, man, you know what's dangerous about you? Something could be going on and you won't even be able to tell if you know what's going on. So, you know, when you know certain things are going on and you test certain people, you know, that's just like if you was to tell your editor, right? Hey, tell my security guard, you got somebody that'll buy all the equipment, right? Mm-hmm. Tell him, right, leave the door unlocked, our guys gonna come in and get it, and then we'll cut the money up, right? You're telling your editor to tell your security guard this, right? Mm-hmm. If the security guard never says nothing to you, and you come back at 8 o'clock at night, right, and see the doors open, right? Mm-hmm. At that point in time, you know your security guard is not with you.
Yeah.
Now, some people will react, text, fire them, I don't want to see you again. You know what I'm the type of guy to do? Hey, editor, tell the editor, yo, they went by there, but it was some people in the parking lot. They gonna do it another time. And I'm gonna keep him right where I can see him. And I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna give you a raise. Pat on the back. I'm gonna do all that. But what you do know is he's not with you. Now, if the security guard calls you, hey, Vlad, what up, bro? Hey, look, bro, your editor got at me talking about some wild stuff about this. Now you know he's with you, right? So I'll feed a person something to see what happens, and that had long been happening. So as he's running around and doing what the things he think he's doing, I really believe that his mission was to come in, infiltrate, think he can utilize me for my resources.
You're talking about Luce Cannon?
Yeah, try to get me to include myself in some things that he initiates,
Looks like Porky's doing everything in his power to separate himself from Lucy, and that no-jumper beating. Now he's sitting down with Vlad, the same Vlad he once told us was the feds. Porky is sitting in front of the very person he accused of being federal. And now he's giving him the full fake rundown to distance himself from the situation. This isn't about clearing the air. It's about clearing his name. And he's doing it with the same outlet he once told us to stay away from.
And some things that he initiates So then that backlash falls back on me and get myself out the way. But he what he didn't know is, like, he should have known the day of the no jumper stuff. He should have known. And I don't know why his light didn't go off.
Aren't you guys tired of Porky playing the role of some so-called wise man? Like he's the West Coast war strategist or something. Like every move he makes has some deep, subliminal meaning behind it. Just look at that sit-down with Adam 22, talking about being surrounded in the parking lot, like he had some covert military operation going on. He said he was talking in code, and that they were ambushed. He talks with his hands. If I say it in twos, I'm shooting in threes. Whatever crap he was saying.
If I got my blower and you 20 deep with hoodies and I'm by myself, right? No begging to plead, that's when you really do it, right? What do you think my mentality was? For a dude not to approach me and you come to get me, and I jump out my car talking, what kind of conversation you think I'm having to make a dude say, don't nobody move?
I agree with you.
Now,
I feel like
Blick talk.
I feel
Third,
like
y'all out there?
You probably was
Call
on that
third
Soldier
now.
Boy shit.
Now I'm
Let's
about to
die.
expose something nobody ever knew.
Okay.
Nobody ever knew.
Okay.
Nobody ever knew.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So here it goes, right?
Ground zero,
I'm
man.
here. All of this is a parking lot, right? I'm here. They walk down. They walk right past my car. They didn't even see me. When I seen them get here, I jumped out. Y'all looking for me? Right?
Shit.
They stopped. They back was to me. Y'all, I had everything I had, I could have dealt with everything in front of me. Now, what they didn't know is I'm talking to my team. Big Unim is here. Now, watch this. Look, watch this. Big Unim is here. I'm here out the car. Third, who was here, and here?
You taking notes?
Hold on. Third, who in that parking lot, when I'm confronting these 20 Crips, was 20 to 30 feet in every direction and they didn't know it? All my homies was behind them.
that's new information.
Listen.
That's new information, man.
So listen, check this out. So when I'm letting you know, there's no need to beg nothing. What did I tell that fool?
Let's do it.
My home, they still don't know to this day that all my homies was positioned 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock. They didn't even see them. I'm talking to my homies in code. I'm talking to my homies in code. I'm talking to my homies in code, letting them know which way I'm gonna push them. I said, nigga, ain't nothing but 20 of y'all. I'm going to down 3 of y'all. I just told him I'm going to get off in 3. I'm going to get off in 3. I'm going to get off in 3s. Right? At that point, he knows if he's getting off in 3s when he go to 2s, he's running out of it. Getting off in 3s when he go to 2s, he's running out of it.
You see what I'm talking about? Porky is sitting there talking all this war strategy nonsense, like he was orchestrating some high-level tactical response in that parking lot. But just look at the footage. You can literally see that Porky was trying to hightail it out of there. Only reason he didn't is because the barricade lever was stopping him. That's it. Not strategy, not street chess. Just stuck. He said his team was in the lot at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Whatever Cody said. He said they were ambushed. But look at him. Porky was trying to get the hell out of there. He wasn't in a parking spot. He was trying to leave the entire venue.
Out of it. These dudes right now to this day had no idea that they was ambushed. He should have known that day because I did something that day that should have told him what you doing is not gonna work. See, he was trying to, I guess from it looks like, bait people in. But when he called one of the guys, right, you know what the guys told him? WACK called me and canceled. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, I never told Luce Cannon I called the guy and canceled because
You're not supposed to be up there anyway. So that would have been, because that's really that would have been my thing. Bro, why'd you cancel such and such? Because I didn't need him up there. Why you worrying about who I'm canceling? You wasn't supposed to be up there. You come up there bringing some fake Christmas gifts to Adam, right? That's cool. But what he should have known is the minute he started doing what he's doing.
Talking about the brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I walked away. Nah, brother, you not pulling me into that. You not pulling my team into that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? He should have known then.
Okay,
he should have known then.